Welcome to Collecting Chaos. My name is James, and this is Coffee with Chaos. And it's good. It's been brewing all day. I made that coffee about 5:30 this morning, and it's still good. What am I going to do tonight? I'm going to show you some comic books. I'm going to show you the ones that I pressed over the week. I'm going to show you the new ones that I picked up at the comic book store today. And I'm going to show you a couple of old ones that I picked up at the comic book store today, too. And then maybe we'll get into a few of these. This is some of the 510 comics I bought over the week, last week. I'm not going to show you all 510 of them, but I might show you some of the gold key, or because I can't get down to the shelves, they're at the bottom of the stack. They're in a long box, vertical, and then I have another short box somewhere. Oh, it's behind me. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Wasn't asked any questions that would rock anybody's world this week, so I don't have anything like that. Update on the Weird Science Project. It's looking pretty good. The pages tweaked a little bit when I applied the furnish to them, so it's not a perfect match for that first wrap, but it's real close. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to add a little more furnish? Do I want to take it apart and start over again? I really don't want to do. Like I said, do I want to add a little furnish, or it's only like a 1/16 of an inch at the worst part, so maybe I'll just leave it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Just here browsing. Glad you could stop in. I got some comics to show tonight. Of course, I always show comics. That's what this channel is really all about, is comics. I got other stuff I could show, but yeah, I don't feel like it. I was debating not having a show tonight and driving the 16 hours to Charlotte. Or no, 18 hours to Charlotte. But then I'd have to drive 18 hours back after about 3 days, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided not to. And I wouldn't want to do it unless I had the Weird Science completed and could give it to Lawson at the show. But I'm not going to finish it in time, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. That would have been a cool thing to do, though. That's the way it goes. Let's go ahead and get started and take a look at some of the comics I pressed this past week. It's a nice assortment. Newer comics, older comics. By newer, I mean 1980s. By older, I mean 1940s. So, yeah, let me switch over and we'll get started looking at them. There we go. Of course, we got to start plop number 10. This one I accidentally left in my cold pressing area too long, which is between a couple of boards with some weight on them. And somehow I skipped this, so it's out of order with the other ones. I've already shown, I think, 11 and 12. But of course, we got to go and let it plop. So that's the first one. Not a bad looking copy. Basil Wolverton art. I put it at about mid-grade. Next up, 1979, Archie's Joke Book, number 253. I don't have the artist on that. Oh well. Next, we've got Epic Illustrated number 12. Beautiful Frank Bruner cover on that. You notice I have the camera up a little higher so that I can actually show the whole magazine. I changed the blade today. Move that up a little bit. There we go. Next up, Arthur Jameson did the cover on this. It's from 1944, 4-color, number 61. I like the way that turned out. It's still borderline low, mid-grade, but I really like the comic. And you'll see it again later in the year because I'm going to put together my top 10 Christmas comics later in the year, and this will definitely be in it, along with some others. Next, we'll jump to 1974, Tomb of Dracula, number 24, Gil Kane cover. Excuse me, number 26. We'll go ahead and turn on the showing comments so that if people are watching this later on, they can see what I'm replying to. 1979 again from Richie Rich Gold and Silver, number 19 from Harvey Comics. Here's number 12. This is a low-grade copy, but I love it anyway. Plop, number 12, Basil Wolverton cover. Like I said, it's a really low-grade copy, as you can see from all the nastiness going on. But for this comic, it's okay. It kind of accentuates the weirdness. I'm seriously thinking about getting some clear backing boards for my Plop comics, because a lot of the Plop comics have the same or a similar image on the back. What we got next? Elric, the Bane of the Black Sword, number 1 from 1988. Put these off to the side somewhere if I can. Don't have any place to put them. Michael Saines did this Epic Illustrated number 13 cover from 1982. Here's Service number 71. Hovering Below the Fray. Of course, Dave Sim did the cover on that. Another 1949, Henry Kiefer did the cover on this. Classics Illustrated number 40-62. Mysteries by Edgar Allan Poe. This is Army Surplus Comics number 5 with Cutie Bunny. And I showed you that not long ago, but now it's been pressed and cleaned and looks really nice. I like the way it turned out. I have 2 through 4 now, and I bought a number 1, but it's not here yet. or at least I haven't opened it yet. It might be here and I just haven't opened it yet. Mike Grell, Star Slayer #2. Homero did the cover to this War #4. Nice Charlton comic. Turned out pretty nice. Still a mid-grade copy, but turned out nice. From 1978, we have Richie Rich Jackpots, Warren Kramer cover. This is #33. Matt likes comics. Glad you could stop in. P. Craig Russell did this cover on Epic Illustrated #, I think 13, no 14. I really like his artwork. From 1967, we have Bullwhip Griffin. This is one of the Gold Key movie comics. And if you're looking them up like in an overstraight price guide, you look under movie comics and it'll be listed under there alphabetically. Just thought I'd let you know that. I'm not going to help you with the pricing, but it'll give you an idea of some of the other stuff they did. I love my overstreet price guides. They show a lot of history. Next up, 4-color 1960 is the year, and it's number 1083, Men into Space. And as it turns out, I have 2 copies of this, so I'll be pressing another one before too long. This is the nicer copy, I think. I might be wrong. Another Gil Kane cover, Tomb of Dracula #27. This one has a few blemishes on the spine, but other than that, it's a really nice copy. My all-time favorite Epic Illustrated cover. This is number 15 from 1982, Boris Vallejo. I don't know why, it's just that is my favorite Epic Illustrated cover. Hey, I tried to get a Gil Kane comic the other day. I put in a bid on eBay for a Green Lantern #1, which of course is Gil Kane. And it was an auction, and I decided, because of the condition of the book, I didn't want to go over $500. And I led all the way, $496 with less than a minute to go. The book sold for $700. Probably because Gil Kane signed it. Yeah, it had a Gil Kane signature. Yeah. Gil Kane's later work is I'm not that crazy about, but I love his early stuff in the 60s. It's just, he went from that to looking up everybody's nose. Yeah. And with the Tomb of Dracula, somebody else was always redrawing Dracula's face. So I don't think Tolkien ever got to draw his face and keep it in the book. 1977, Richie Rich Jackpots, number 32. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. From the 70s on, his artwork just wasn't that great. It was good, it was solid, but his faces were all the same. And that's what bothered me about it. But if you go back and look at his early stuff from the 60s, it's next level stuff. It's really good. And there's been a few artists like that, that their earlier work is better than their later work. John Romita Jr. His later work, his work that he's doing now, isn't as good as his early stuff was. The Kubert brothers, their work is really spectacular, but it's not as good as what it was when they first started, and they were still being overseen by their dad. And that's just my personal opinion. Here's a Plop number 13 Wally Wood cover. And it doesn't matter what year you're looking at Wally Wood art, it's just incredible. And I will not disagree with you. I was not a huge fan of Gil Kane's Superman. John Burns, on the other hand, I'm not a fan of the way he rewrote Superman, but I did like his artwork. So what can you do? You don't get one without the other, I guess. Here's Cerebus 72. Classics Illustrated 41-69. Henry Kiefer did the artwork. 20 years after the sequel to The Three Musketeers. Which, of course, was written by Alexandre Dumas. This is from 1986. Champions. Carol Lay did the artwork on the cover. With Mike Grell, Star Slayer number 3. Uh, 1983, Epic Illustrated number 16, Barry Windsor Smith. Luis Alva did this cover. It's Charlton from 1967, and it's I Love You number 70. It's got some kind of stain there that, yeah, there was nothing I could do about that. Pressed out pretty nicely, though. He's an artist that got better. His Conan work was really good, but his later work, like on Marvel Comics Presents, where he did the Weapon X, that's next level stuff. That's really good. Archie number 209 from 1971. Dan DiCarlo did the artwork. Mel Crawford did this next cover of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. This is number 2. Yeah, Villains and Vigilante was fun. Champions, not as much. Champions was okay, but it wasn't as much fun as Villains and Vigilantes. That's true. Very true about the blue-gray skies on the Charlton Romance. Here's another 4-color comic, number 1139 from 1960. Spartacus. I don't know what these smudges are. I couldn't get them off. I actually saw that movie when I was young. I was about 6 or 7 years old. Another Gil Kane, Tomb of Dracula, number 28. Blade is on the cover. This one is a shame. This next one is a real shame. Richie Rich Millions, number 1. But it's got just nastiness down here. And it's always been there. I've had this comic since the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and that has always been there. But it's still pressed out pretty decent aside from that. Yeah, movies with intermission. That's right. Let's all go to the. You had to go have that intermission so you could go get more popcorn and spend more money at the drive-in. This is a Tim Conrad cover on this Epic Illustrated number 17. And now for the comic you've all been waiting for. This one, I showed the finalization on Friday. Here it is, pressed. Superman number 57. And yes, this is exactly the same copy that had that horrible big spine roll that had been flattened out. I did send a picture of this. I scanned it, sent it to the guy I bought it from, and he replied, "Wow." So there you go. Superman 57 from 1949. Ready to go in my personal collection. Probably one of Wayne Boring's best covers, in my opinion. I'm not a huge Wayne Boring fan, but he does have a couple of nice covers. This is one of them. And we'll follow that up with more Basil Wolverine in Plop number 14. Yeah, I'll admit I'm very proud of this one. There's pencil marking here and here. That is almost completely gone. I wasn't trying to take it off, but when I was using my my drafting bag, yeah, it came off. Most of it came off. It's nice and clean. It looks good. It's sharp. Even out of the Mylar, it looks good, but in the Mylar, it looks better. Like I said, there's Plop. There's Elric, Bane of the Black Sword, number 6. Who did this one? Todd Hamilton did this cover. A really nice cover, too. I've never read this because I only have number 1 and number 6. Or is it number 2 and number 6? Something like that. There's Cerebus number 73. I like this cover. I don't know why. Epic Illustrated number 18, John Bolton cover. That's almost an homage to the first appearance of Swamp Thing. In a roundabout way. Now this one I thought I'd done all of these, but I found this one separate and didn't know I had it. This is from 1965. Bill Walsh did the artwork on the cover, and it's Classics Illustrated Junior number 551, The Queen Bee. I've got about 4 or 5 copies of this. This is probably the nicest copy. Yeah, I collect Classics Illustrated Junior, stuff like that. Then we have another Carol Lay cover, Champions number 3. And we'll finish it off with Somerset Holmes number 1, Brent Anderson doing the cover art. And I do have all of these now, and I can read it finally after all of these years. So that was what I pressed this past week. I think I'm just going to go straight on into the new comics I picked up. Now, I did pick up some other ones, and I'll show you some of those too. This is the Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. I have the original of this, but I like this cover so much I had to get it. The shiny, you know. Sometimes you just got to buy shiny. So I went ahead and picked that up, even though it is a reprint. I've got Absolute Catwoman number 1. I like this cover better than the rest of them. It was my favorite of the various covers. And of course, the real reason I like it is you get 2 covers in one. Action Comics number 1099, Reign of the Superboys. They were sold out of the variant covers because a lot of the guys that don't normally buy variant covers decided they liked the variant covers and started having them put them in their boxes. So I didn't get it. Barbara Gordon Breakout number 2. I just read number 1 the other day. Batman 163. I don't know if this was new or not, but I went ahead and bought it. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that all I buy is DC, right? And that's to be expected. I'm a DC comic book collector. I don't buy anything else. Bleeding Hearts #5, Vertigo, DC. Like I said, I don't buy anything else. I just buy DC comics because they're the best, and that's the way it goes. I never buy, well, except for Daredevil. I buy Daredevil, okay? Daredevil #3. I was only going to get the first issue. I read it. I decided, well, I'll give it another chance. Read the second issue. I said, I'll give it one more chance, and now I have the third issue. Fury of Firestorm #3. That's the knock cover variant. And of course, there's another one on the inside. This one is a little confusing for me, but it's okay. Emperor Aquaman #18, it looks like. Yep, #18 again. Got a nice cover for it. Green Lantern Corps #17. Justice League Dream Girls, a DC Pride event. I wasn't going to buy this, but then I buy all the DCs, so I figured why not. And The Nice House by the Sea, #10. I had #8 and 9. I picked up #1, 3, 5, 6, and 7 today also, but I'm not showing them because they're not new comics. Just read #1 before I went on today, and it's strange. I really like it. Supergirl #14. I've read all of these. I'm up to date on it. I'm enjoying them. And I don't think this is new, but I hadn't seen it before, and it went ahead and picked it up. Tales of the Guy Gardner Corps. That's the new stuff I picked up from the comic shop, but it's not all the stuff. I struck gold. In my opinion, it's gold. You might not agree with me, but I like Al Hartley's art. In fact, Sherry the Showgirl that I have in my background, when you can see my background, is an Al Hartley comic. Well, Al Hartley got out of doing mainline comics and started another series on his own, and got them published. Archie published a lot of them. Some other companies published some. And they were the Spire Christian comics, and they're by Al Hartley. And I ran into some of them, and I know that I've got some of these already, but I buy these when I see them because they reprinted them multiple times, and there's different covers, and there's different price points. Yeah. So there's Chuck Colson, Born Again, The Gospel Blimp, On the Road with Andre Crouch, Live It Up, Archie's World, and all of these are Spire Christmas Christian comics. The Cross and the Switchblade. I've got 2 or 3 copies of this. I don't think I have this cover though. And like I said, they printed they were reprinted multiple times, and Al Hartley would periodically do a new cover for them. Same thing with this Crossfire. I don't think I have this cover. There's Archie's One Way. In the Presence of Mine Enemies. Archie's A Clean Slate. Adventure with the Brothers. I think I have this already, but I don't think I have this cover, or maybe I don't have this particular one. I think he did a few of the ones that were Adventure with the Brothers. This one is Hang in There. And we've got Archie's Car. And Archie Gets a Job. And I know I have Archie Gets a Job, and I'm pretty sure I have this cover. So, but that's okay. Like I said, when I see the name Al Hartley, I just buy it because I really like his stuff. And of course, that's not the only artist I buy when I see it. I'm kind of the same way about Dave Stevens' art too. I see Dave Stevens' art. If I don't recognize the cover, I buy it. And then sometimes I get home and discover I've already got it. I don't care. But yeah, I really, this is the one I was talking about. This is an Al Hartley cover, Sherry the Showgirl. That's an Atlas comic from the 50s, which of course was pre-Marvel. And I hope to have Weird Science finished this week. I hope to have it finished by Friday. I'm not sure. I haven't yet decided. Do I want to put more furnish on it? Do I want to just go with what I have? I got to make up my mind within the next day or so. And then if I do, I'll have it all together and finished, and then I'll be able to. I would show that before I do a press on it, a final press, not a press, but a final press, like I did with the Superman. If you want to see some more, I've got Gold Key comics here. I've got a few. Well, no, they're under a box. I have a big box with Flash comics in it, but that's going to be my Saturday What the Bleep. And if you're enjoying those What the Bleep, make sure you put a comment in there and let me know. And give it a thumbs up, because that helps me. And that's YouTube know that, hey, this guy's not too bad. Show it to some other people. Yeah, I've got. See, I bought 510 comic books. There's 173 Gold Key. I said this morning, I believe, in my morning show. 38 Charlton, 80 Harvey, 5 Fawcett, Dennis the Menace, 31 Archies, 2 Spire comics. Yeah, Al Hartley. What can I do? 67 DC comics, 87 Marvel comics, and 27 that are miscellaneous. By miscellaneous, I mean Dark Horse, Image, IDW, Dynamite, stuff like that. So, yeah. If you want, I'll show you some of those Gold Key, because they're the easy ones to get to. And if you don't want, you can sit here and chat and drink coffee. Or I'll drink the coffee and you can do the chatting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's take a look at some of these Gold Key. Because maybe they'll bring back some memories. These are all mid to low grade. Low grade. So, yeah, let's take a look at some of them. Starting with The Adventures of Robin Hood. That has a really bad water stain on it. It's from the 70s. 1974. Yep, March 1974. This is number 1. Adventures of Robin Hood, number 1. And here is The Adventures of Robin Hood, number 2. Again, a really low grade copy. That's all right with me. I'll clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to worry about water stains on most of them because they're just not worth it. I'm going to check the value on this in a mid-grade copy, and if it's worth it, I'll go ahead and clean it up, give it a bath, try to get rid of that water stain. Or maybe I'll use some Gellum gum to try to get rid of it. What's next? We've got Andy Panda number 21. Another, again, really bad water damage. But it's kind of cool to get, and it's probably only worth $1 in good condition. So this is, or in mid grade. So this one is probably worth every bit of what I paid for it, which wasn't much. I don't normally tell people what I pay for comics, but I bought these 510 comics. I bought them for $150, and I have to do a couple of pressings for the guy. Still, that works out to 30 cents a piece, so I'm not going to argue. What number is this? Number 7. The Aristokittens, number 7, and O'Malley the Alley Cat. Here's the Beagle Boys, number 14. Number 13. I had to do that because they were out of order. Number 21. Number 23 with a really nasty looking spine roll. Oh, and yeah, it's just eaten up. Not much I will do with that. And here is number 29. $36. And number 41. What's next? Meep, meep. Beep, beep, the Roadrunner, number 70. Of course, it has a sticker on there. I'll have to get that off, and I'll have to flatten it out. I'll have to humidify it and flatten it out. It's got a spine roll I want to get rid of. That should be fun. Of course, it's torn up here, but that's okay. I like it. Bullwinkle number 3. And Bullwinkle number 14 with Boris and Natasha. Chip and Dale number 47. Probably my 2 favorite Disney characters is Chip and Dale, although I didn't much care for Rescue Rangers. Daffy Duck number 74 and the Roadrunner. Daffy Duck 77, and the Roadrunner. It looks like 99. It's hard to read. Daffy Duck 99, maybe. It's either 96 or 99, but I think it's 99. Number 103. Daisy and Donald, number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Number 12. That's got a bad stain on it. Number 13. Number 14. Number 15. Number 19. Number 20. It's got a bad water tide mark on it too. 23. 24. 29. 'Donald Duck. Oh boy. Number 154. And here's number 173. Number 174. 177. 179. 183. 186. 187. 191. 194. 'Hanna-Barbera Harlem Globetrotters, number 1. Number 3. And number 6. And as you can see, I have not done anything to these comics yet. Let's look at some more. This is Huey, Dewey, and Louie Junior Woodchucks, number 29. Number 33. Number 36. Number 37. Number 40. Number 49, and this one has been chewed. Did it go all the way through? Oh, it doesn't affect the story. Here's number 50. The inspector number 6. This one might be, yeah, this one might be leaving me. I might be tossing that one. It's, I don't know. I guess I can spray it down with hydrogen peroxide, kill. If that's mold, I can kill it with some hydrogen peroxide. Number 10, that's, get yourself a brown bottle of hydrogen peroxide and get one of the sprayers from a spray bottle, and you can screw right onto the hydrogen peroxide bottle. You can just spray down comics with it. Hydrogen peroxide is probably the best way to kill mold on a comic book. Chemically, it's not going to remove the stain, but it will kill the mold 100%. The inspector number 16. Here's another number 1. We got to make this one look a little better than it does. The Croft Super Show number 1. Little Lulu number 247. The Little Monsters number 36, I think it was. Yep, 36. Looney Tunes 21. Looney Tunes number 6. Oh, here you go. From 1974, The Lone Ranger number 19. Number 22. And number 28. These next two aren't really gold key, but I went ahead and put them in there anyway. They're still published by, it was published by Western, which owned a gold key. Mickey Mouse and the Beanstalk. And so it is a comic book. And published by Dynabrite, is a trademark of Western Publishing, Inc. So, copyright 1958 and 1947. It's not giving me a date of publication on this. Cool stuff. And then I have another one, Mickey Mouse and His Sky Adventure. I had to include those. They're not technically gold key, but Western Publishing, Whitman, it's all the same. There's a Mickey Mouse in really rough shape, number 146. Number 147. If you thought those were in bad shape. Number 154. It's missing a little bit. Number 186. Or is that 66? 166, 168, 169, 170, 171, 174, 181, and of course it has a sticker. I'll have to take the sticker off. Not a problem. That's pretty easy to do. Number 178, also been chewed on, but does not affect the story. Decreases the grade, decreases the value, but at least it doesn't affect the story. Number 183. Moby Duck number 19, another one that looks like it might have some problems. Yeah, a lot of rust migration on those, and the pages are, yeah. I might work on that. Number 21, Moby Duck. Moby Duck number 23. New Terry Tunes number 36 with Heckle and Jekyll. Number 39. Number 41. Number 43. Number 44. And I have two of those, which is kind of cool. Oh, gee whiz, boy president of Tickle Toys Co. And this one is in rough shape, number 7 from 1978. Yeah, I will probably toss this in my messed up comics that I don't want to bother with. Pink Panther number 20. Number 22. Number 25. Number 34. Number 39. Number 43. Oh, man. Number 44, and this one is all messed up. They just went to town with a magic marker. So this is, yeah, this one is one of the nicer looking ones as far as the cover goes, but because the interior is worth nothing. Number 45. Number 50. Number 51. '52. 54. 54. Porky Pig, number 43. 55. 56. 57. 65. 68. 69. 72. 74. 75. 80. Another one with a with a sticker. The Roman Holidays, number 3. I have about 3 copies of this. It's the only issue I've ever seen. Scooby-Doo, number 24. Smokey Bear, number 11. Tom and Jerry, number 278. 289. 291. 294. 297. 304. Wait. I thought Cerebus was the first independent comic that got to 300. Or was it Spawn was the first independent comic to go over 300? Technically, people consider Gold Key under the independent label, and I would consider them in Image in the same classification. If Image is independent, then Gold Key is independent. Tom and Jerry beat Spawn by like 50 years. Number 306. I don't have a whole lot more Gold Keys. I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of them. Well, actually, I do. I have quite a few more because I've got some Walt Disney's comics and stories down there. That's okay. We don't mind. I like going through them. Tweety and Sylvester. Number 38. Number 80. Number 79. Okay, this can't be number 80. I must have read it wrong. Number 60. 79. This is number 80. Uncle Scrooge, number 109. Number 149. Number 151. 155. 2 of them. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here, number 11. Number 13. Okay, that can't be right. Number 12. Number 13. The Wacky Adventures of Cracky, number 8. Wacky Witch, number 6. Walt Disney Showcase, number 7. Really rough shape. Okay. This is Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, number 304, and it's literally falling apart. When I went to open it, this piece just flaked right off. So, yeah. Number 405. $409. Is that possible? Yeah. That's kind of strange. Yeah, that says 409. And this one was published about 2 years later, and it says 601. Again, this one is falling apart, as is this next one. Number 603, and it's also falling apart. It's just the paper is just rotting away. I may try to salvage that just to do it. This is number 605. $607, $610, $613, $701, I think I've got the numbers wrong on these. Yeah, this looks like it's number 457. I was reading the wrong number. Yeah, I was reading the date. I'm just going to show them to you. I'm not going to worry about what numbers they are. Until I get to that point where it actually says it. So volume 37, number 11, August 1977. Number 12. Again, look at this. It's just falling apart. Volume 38 is when they started actually putting the number on there, I think. Yeah. Here it is. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, number 450, volume 38, number 6. And I have 2 of those. And those aren't in too horrible shape. Number 451, 454. Oh, bother. Winnie the Pooh, number 8. Woodsy Owl, number 5. Oh, there. Hey, welcome to the show, Sales Boy. They're much worse than the ones you sent me. That and there's a whole half a long box full. Woody Woodpecker, number 122. 134. 149. 150. 151. 152. 153. 155. 'Got the centerfold tucked into the first page. Number 156, I think. We're going to check that out real quick. Yep. Yeah, the centerfold was tucked into the first page of the comic. Uh, 157. 158. 160. 164, another sticker that's got to be removed. 165. 166. Now this one breaks my heart because it's in such terrible condition. It's Yosemite Sam, number 19. I might actually work on it, but look at that. Bugs ate right through 3 or 4 pages of it. That's the kind of damage I would see from silverfish, I think. There's number 28, 37, and 40. Of that, those are the Gold Key comics that I got. I don't think I'm going to show you the rest of what I got. Maybe next week I'll show you some more. Maybe next week I'll get into the Charltons and all those other ones. But yeah, quite a few Gold Key. 173. Yeah, Sales Boy, you got here a little late, but I'm going to go ahead and show this to you anyway, because I don't mind showing it off a second time. Because I'm just really proud of the way it came out. And there it is. number 57 really came out nice. I'm really proud of the way that came out. That's just, yeah. Silverfish, they're nasty. I don't like them. Yeah, it came out good, huh? I think you saw. I think I showed it originally when I first got it, and it was all lopsided and weird. Yeah, it's one of my better efforts, and only took 2 weeks. Of course, if I wasn't doing videos of it, I could have done it in 2 days, maybe maybe 3 days, maybe 4. Maybe not. Now that I think of it, I think I had it in my humidity chamber for about 4 days. So, yeah, but it worked. It was worth it, and I'm seriously thinking about cracking that number 5 and doing it next. Tired. That's way too many gold key comics. I probably have probably 5 or 6 short boxes of gold key now. And that's not counting my Dell comics. I probably have 3 or 4 boxes of Dell comics. We'll get there. We'll get them all. Well, I don't want to get them. I'm not going to try to get all of the Dell. I do want to try to get as close to a full run of Dell 4-color as I can. That's I really like those. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a little tape on it. That's not a big deal. You've seen me remove tape plenty of times. And it's got a little bit back here that needs to be filled. That's no big deal. Got some tape down here. So it's got some tape on it. And I believe these, it says tape on cover and interior. So it probably has a spine split, or it was a detached cover that they taped. So I might work on this one next. I think I can make it look a little bit better. I want to work on that Lois Lane number 1, but I'm just not ready. I'll set that one off to the side. Maybe that'll be the next one I'll work on. But I want to finish the Weird Science before I start any more. Although I did do another one. I did a 4-color Mickey Mouse, but I did that off screen. You know, I didn't record it, and I'll show it to you probably next week. It doesn't matter. I can get it off regardless. I have to be real careful and take my time, and I'll get it all off. And then I'll soak it with calcium hydroxide and do all those good things to it, make it look party as I can, and we'll go from there. What pages do it say? Off-white to white pages. But even with off-white to white pages, as old as that is that 1939? 1940? Yeah, even if the pages are off-white to white, I'll want to go ahead and do a calcium hydroxide, maybe some calcium hydroxide in butane soap, uh, and try to get any, you know, try to make them non-acidic. Yeah, this doesn't look like it stained the paper. It's discolored a little bit, but I don't think it's really stained. Yeah, the cellophane tape uh, stains paper really bad. The magic tape doesn't. They called it magic because it disappeared. Can't even see it's been repaired. Yes, you can. But yeah, the cellophane tape definitely stains the paper, and that's what the problem is with that weird science. It's got some stains from tape on it. I've done the best I can with that. So, but either one, generally, I can get them off if I'm really patient and take my time. I can use a lighter fluid to take the tape off, and it's not that difficult. It just takes time, and you have to be careful. So, yeah, it's I really enjoy doing that stuff, and I do a lot of it that I don't show. Like fixing spine rolls, I almost never show that. I just do it. It's like 5 or 10 minutes and it's done. Unless it's really bad and I have to humidify it first. But generally, I can just dampen the page and just get it good. On older comics, I like to go ahead and humidify them first. And there's a few of these that are falling apart that a good humidity treatment and then maybe a clean or a wash and then brushing it with the methyl cellulose and nanocellulose might hold it together. I don't know. I'm going to have to check that out, see what I'm going to do. Calcium hydroxide, of course, to remove the acids that are destroying it. So I might play around with a couple of those. I might just throw them in my pile of comics that are junk comics for staple harvesting, and maybe I'll need a page out of one of them or something. You know. I have a whole box of stuff of comics like that. I almost never throw comics away, even if it's only 1 or 2 pages, because you never know. I might need it. I might see it on somebody else's channel that, yeah, I'm missing this page of this comic. And I look through and go, hey, I've got that. I'll send it to you. Give me your address, you know. And I would gladly do that. You know? I have a couple in there that are pretty good. That might be worth doing like that. So, like I was saying earlier, I tried to get that Green Lantern comic, #1, signed by Gil Kane, but I wouldn't. I was determined I'm not going over 500, and I would never have been able to match that price anyway. Not that I don't have the money to match it, but it was $200 more than what I wanted to spend on it, and it went from $496 to $700 in less than a minute. So there were people there that were waiting till the last second to snipe it, and they got it. And I was disappointed, and it bummed me out. So I went and bought a Hawkman #4. Uh, if you can send me a picture of the page, maybe I can match it up. Because I do have stuff like that. like I said, I buy stuff all the time. I don't know what I'm going to get. I shouldn't, but when you're paying 30 cents a piece for Gold Key comics, even in low grade, yeah, it's kind of worth it. Even if all I'm going to do is read it and pass it on, it's worth it. And a lot of those are in nice enough shape that I could get $1 a piece for them. So I could probably get my money back pretty quick if I wanted to sell them. Yeah, let me know which issue of Fantastic Four and what page it is, and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, yeah, just send it to me on Instagram or my email address or whatever. It's all good. Hopefully, I have it. I may be adding another Dave Stevens cover to my 1,000 subscriber giveaway if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers. Hey, I'm at like 889. I'm almost there. Only another 3 years and I'll be there. I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm a little tired. It's nearly 9:30 at night for me, and I've been up since like 5:30, 5 or 5:30 in the morning. So I'm getting a little tired. Didn't get my nap today because I went to the comic shop, and then I had to go past my house to another town to pay my rent, and then I had to come back. Yeah. I did more driving than I'm used to. Fantastic Four 53. That would be late 60s, early 70s. I probably have something that would fit in there. Let's take a look. Do we have it? Anyway, we'll see you next week, and check out my video tomorrow. I've dropping one at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then one early in the morning for the hopefully last Weird Science uh, video will be on Friday morning, and then Saturday I'll be doing this. I'll be doing this little tiny box on Saturday morning. Should be all Flash comics, and then that'll be on Saturday afternoon at 2. I'm dropping the What the Bleeps at 2 o'clock, and then my regular ones are at 6:30 in the morning. So, yeah. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a great week, and we'll see you next week. Same place, same time, 8 o'clock. Coffee with Chaos. Bye.